Hi everyone, we're coming into the end of September, and in front of you is a choquette, and behind there is another choquette. I kept only 2 fruit on this little tree here. The tree is only 2.5 feet tall and 4 feet wide. I'll stand back and you can see it, and here's my cat interrupting me. Supposed to be 4 feet wide, but I've been using the cutting to graft onto my other variety of avocado trees, so that's why it's much smaller. And the tree is supposed to be tall, and instead of being tall, it's dwarf looking and droopy. So and I purchased the tree from the same nursery that I purchased the Oro Negro tree also. That's an Oro Negro right in front there, and it's also dwarf looking and droopy, and it shouldn't be dwarf looking or droopy. It grows like a bush instead of a tree, and that's from the same nursery, Everglade nursery. So the tree is producing fruit this year, on the second year actually, and it was loaded with fruit. I have to thin it out, otherwise the tree won't able to carry all the fruit. And not only that, the fruit is holding, so I'm excited. The fruit could be easily 3 pounds each. So even next year, if the tree is producing fruit, I have to really keep the number of the fruit limited until the tree get bigger. And here's my other tree in front of you. There is a shawwell, and that little one was planted last month. That's Hass, Super Hass. It's the same name. And the one behind that is Carmen, and the little bigger tree there is also a Carmen. And I'm experimenting with papaya, strawberry papaya, to see if they grow here or not. So those are my strawberry papaya. It should produce fruit next year. Too late for this year. And there's a larger avocado tree over there. Is a Helen and Janboy, and was loaded with fruit, but the tree's still too young, so all the fruit dropped this year. This is a Janboy, and the tree behind there is a Helen. It did have fruit. There's 1 fruit on there. Actually, there was 2 fruit on there. But you can see it, there's a little fruit hanging there. That's a Helen with 2 L. And here's a jam. I think it is a jam. And here is a Hass. It's pretty tall Hass. It's only 2 years old and was 2 leggy. So what I did is I graft multi-variety of B variety onto this A Hass tree. You can see it, and I do have a fruit right there. I kept 1 fruit. Actually, I kept 2 fruit, but the other one was I accidentally knocked it off because of and I was interfering with my grafting. And here is an Oro Negro. You can see it. I grafted, and it took. You can see it breaks off from the tape. And I experiment with different style of grafting. Here's a bark graft that I took. Here's another graft, and which one is this? JB, that's Janboy, and you can see the leaf is sprouting out. And here's my bark graft that I did. Which one is this? This over here is a Nabal, and this one is also Nabal. You can see it. And down here, I think it's another nabal. I did a bark graft. And here another queen variety that I did a bark graft to it. So far has not shown any sign. Actually there is, I could see it. It's taking longer. And this one I grafted in July 25th. So there's more. So this tree I don't have to worry because it have A's and B's mixed together, so for cross-pollinating. So it will be interesting to see next year what, how much will hold on the fruit and how much fruit will produce, including my Helen. And over here is a Florida variety. I think it's Catalina, or no, improved pollock. I think this is an improved pollock. I'm pretty sure. Where's my tag? What happened to my tag here? Yes, it's improved pollock. It's a B variety. And here is my what you call it, Buglogly. And that's another little gem, and that's Nabal. The Nabal is only 2 years old, and it's much bigger and growing pretty fast. Nabal was smaller when I was much smaller than this little tree when I planted it, and you can see is probably minimum 6.5 feet tall and 4 feet wide, 4 or 5 feet wide. So, and that's about 2 years old. And that's a Gwen that was planted last year, and it was loaded with fruit. I still have a fruit on here. It's hanging on. I thinned it out a lot. Here's a Gwen fruit. And the other tree are cherry tree that I plant in between when we first moved here. And here is what you call it, shawwill that was planted 4 weeks ago. So, and those little tree are lychee. They're very slow growing tree. So sorry I have not posted any video since last fall because I lost my worker. It took me a while to find new workers, so now I have two full-time workers to help me out on our ranch here. And so hopefully now I have more time to post more video and update on all my fruit tree, all my subtropical fruit tree on our ranch. So if you like this video or have any question, comment below, subscribe. Thank you.